Good morning, students. Yesterday we learned dihybrid grass. I give one example. Today in dihybrid grass I give another one example also. So normally the garden pea plant Pisum sativum contains 7 different contrasting characters. Different contrasting characters means, for example, height of the plant, flower color, flower position, seed shape, seed color, pot shape, pot color. So, 7 different contrasting versions are present in Pisum sativum. So, we already learned monohybrid grass, codominance, incomplete dominance on all the things. Now, next one is dihybrid grass. Dihybrid grass, in last class I give one example of dihybrid grass, like tall pea plant with the round seeds and the dwarf pea plant with the wrinkled seeds, and the phenotypic ratio and the genotypic ratio we are learnt. Today I give another one example of dihybrid grass. Today we take flower violet colored flower are crossed with violet colored flower with axial position. So, the flower in violet color, the flower position is axial. Axial means already I studied. This is node region, leaves are present. In the node region, so buds are slowly developed. So, the buds is known as axillary bud. Axial flowers means the bud is developed from this axil. This is axial flower, and the terminal flower means the buds are developed in tip of the plant. Okay, the bud is developed in tip of the plant means that is terminal flower, and the bud or the flower is developed from node region of the plant means that is axial. Here we take violet colored flower with axial position and violet opposite white colored flower with terminal position. Okay, so garden pea plant has a different characters. In today's class, we take only 2 characters, that is flower color one character, and flower position another one character. Okay. So, flower color one character and the flower position another one character. Okay. In flower color 2 versions, one is violet colored flower and another one is white colored flower, and in flower position axial flower one character and the terminal position one character. So, in today's dihybrid grass we take 2 characters, one is flower color and another one is flower position. Okay. Actually, this is dihybrid grass. Question: work out a dihybrid grass between violet colored flower with axial position are crossed with white colored flower with terminal position. This is actually character is violet flower plus axial position. Next one is white colored flower with terminal position. white colored flower with the terminal position. Okay. So, violet colored flower with the axial position, one plant, garden pea plant are crossed with white colored flower with the terminal position. Okay. Simply for violet axial and white terminal. Okay. Actually what this is parents. Next one is gamete. Gamete means violet color and violet colored character is controlled by one gene, axial character is controlled by another gene. Here also violet color white is controlled by one gene and the terminal is controlled by another gene. This is actually gamete. The male gamete fuses with the female gamete. The plants are produced. The plants means violet color with the axial. So, actually this is F1 generation. F1 generation means filial 1 generation. So, this is violet and axial. Violet and axial here F1 generation violet and axial, and self pollinated with same violet axial. This is self pollinated. So, Mendel forced to take violet colored flower with the axial position are crossed with white colored flower with the terminal position. Okay. So, in gametes violet character is controlled by one factor and axial character is controlled by one factor. So, both factors is expressed in gametes. Here one factor is representing white color and small a factor representing the terminal. Okay. Then next one, violet axial is actually the plant is violet axial. Okay. Then self pollinating the violet axial plant, which one is dominant in this cross? So, violet axial only dominant because the character the trait is expressed in F1 generation. The character is said to be dominant trait. The character is not expressed in F1 generation. Here listen, white and terminal is not expressed in F1, maybe expressed in F2, but not expressed in F1. So, the character is said to be recessive character. So, two characters are present, one is dominant trait, another one is recessive trait. Dominant trait is nothing but the character which expressed in F1 means that is dominant trait, and the character is not expressed in F1 generation, that is recessive trait. Okay. Listen. Then the gametes also produced. Gamete means normally we know capital V, capital A, one gamete, probability, capital V, small a, another gamete, small v, capital A, another gamete, small v, small a, another gamete. Then the same gametes only, same plants. So, gamete also same, capital V, capital A, one gamete, and the capital V, small a, another gamete, and the small v, capital A, another one gamete, and the small v, small a, another one gamete. Okay. Capital V, capital A, capital V, small a, and small v, capital A, and small v, small a. Okay, the 4 different types of gametes are produced in F1 generation. This is gamete. Then with the use of Punnett square, we combining the gametes of male and female organism, then F2 generation are produced. So the first thing, you copy your classwork, I explain. Then you put a Punnett square. Draw the Punnett square. In the both the sides of a Punnett square, we write all the gametes. Listen, what gamete? Capital V, capital A, one gamete. Then capital V, small a, one gamete. Small v, capital A, another gamete. And the small v, small a, another one gamete. Here, capital V, capital A. Capital V, small a. Small v, capital A. And small v, small a. Listen. Capital V, capital V, capital A, capital A. Already are done. So I give another one example also. So already are done this Punnett square, same dihybrid cross. Okay, this is actually what? This is F2 generation. F2 generation. So capital V, capital A, small capital A here to multiply one male gamete and the female gamete. One organism F2 are produced. Here one gamete, one female gamete combined to form another one organism are produced. Here one produced. Capital V, capital A, small a. Multiply this. Multiply means male and female combine to form a zygote. Capital V, small v, capital A, capital A. Here, capital V, small v, capital A, small a. Then multiply this one. Capital V, capital A, small a. And capital V, small a, small a. Capital V, small v, capital V, small v, small a, small a. Capital V, small v, capital A, capital A. Capital V, small v, capital A, small a. Then capital small v, capital A, capital A. Small v, capital A, small a. Then multiply this one. Capital V, small v, capital A. Capital A, small a. Then capital V, small v, small a, small a. Then small v, small a, small a. Small v, small a, small a. This is one actually. This F2 generation. Now phenotypic ratio. Phenotypic ratio of F2 generation. Phenotypic ratio of F2 generation. What ratio? Here, listen. Externally, what are all the characters are present? Externally, not internally, externally, morphologically, what are here? This is violet plant with axial. Violet plant with axial. This is violet with axial. Here also, violet with axial. So, any one dominant character, dominant factor, that is capital V is dominant factor, capital A is dominant factor. Any one dominant factors are present means the plant is expressed the particular dominant trait. Any one is dominant, any one factor is dominant means the plant expressed only dominant character. Okay, listen. This is violet axial 1, violet axial 2. First one is violet axial. First we mention the violet plant with axial flower, violet flowered plant with axial position. Okay, violet axial 1, violet axial 2, violet axial 3, violet axial 4, 5, 6, here violet axial. This is actually violet terminal. Here only because the capital V, capital A present means that is violet axial. Here is not, here violet axial, violet axial, violet axial. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So violet axial, how many plants are produced in F2 generation? Violet axial, how many plants? 9 plants. In a violet axial, 9 plants are produced. Okay. Then this one, violet small a what? Violet terminal. So violet terminal. Next character phenotypic is violet terminal. Violet terminal, here violet terminal 1, violet not, here violet terminal 1, here violet terminal 3, 1, 2, 3. So violet terminal 3. So all are finished. Here next character what? Small v means what? That is white. Capital A means what? Axial. Then white axial, white axial, white axial 1, white axial 2, white axial 3. So white axial 3. The last one is white terminal. White terminal only 1. So phenotypic ratio is nothing but, phenotypic ratio means 9:3:3:1. 9 plants are violet axial and 3 plants are violet terminal and 3 plants are white axial and 1 plant are white terminal. Okay. So totally 16 plants are produced in 4 varieties. In morphologically 4 different characters plants are produced. Morphologically 4 different charactered plants are produced. In 4 different characters means 9:3:3:1. So 4 different characters are produced. Okay. In phenotypic ratio of dihybrid cast 9:3:3:1. Okay. Now the genotypic ratio. How the genotypic ratio occurs? So already I have done genotypic ratio also. Listen. Now the genotypic ratio. In genotypic ratio, first we erase all the things. So only easily without any confusion, we counting the numbers of different plants. Next one is genotypic ratio. Genotypic ratio of F2 generation. Genotypic ratio of F2 generation. Okay. The next phenotypic ratio are 9, 3, 3, 1. Genotypic ratio are now only we are counting the how many members are in different categories. Okay. Yes. Then the genotypic ratio. Genotypic ratio is already told in the form of L. In the form of L. In the form of L. So we counting one by one means exactly the genotypic ratio will come. The first one, this is what? Violet plant with axial. This is homozygous violet and homozygous axial. Homozygous violet and homozygous axial. This is homozygous violet. This is heterozygous axial. So first take this character. Homozygous violet and homozygous axial. We use the same letters. No problem. Capital V, capital V, capital A, capital A. How many plants? Counting means only one plant out of 16, only each homozygous axial. This is 1. The next one here, slightly put cross. Afterwards you erase the cross for our convenience, for our identification only you put cross. This is homozygous violet and heterozygous axial. Capital V, capital V, capital A, small a. Capital V, capital V, capital A, small a. What? 1, 2. Only 2 plants are homozygous violet and heterozygous axial. The next one here. Heterozygous violet and homozygous axial. Capital V, small v, capital A, capital A. Here 1, 2. Only 2 plants are capital V, small v, capital A out of 16. The next one. Capital V, small v, capital A, small a. Heterozygous violet and heterozygous axial. Heterozygous violet and heterozygous axial. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So totally 4 plants are produced. Then next one. Capital V, small a, small a. What is this? Homozygous violet and homozygous terminal. Listen with the parent. Homozygous terminal. So capital V, small a. How many? Only 1. You count means only 1 only come. And next one, listen here. Heterozygous violet and homozygous terminal. Heterozygous violet and homozygous terminal. Okay, how many? 1, 2, only 2. So, this is 2. Then here over here. This is what? Homozygous white and homozygous axial. Capital V, small v and capital A. This is how many? Only 1. This is homozygous and it is also homozygous. Homozygous white and homozygous axial. Then next one here, small v, small a. This is homozygous white and homozygous terminal. Here mistake. So, capital A put. Count capital V, small v, capital A, small a. Here capital A will come. Then how many? 2, 1, 2. Then last one, this one, white and terminal, homozygous and small a 1. So, genotypic ratio is nothing but 1 2 2 4 1 2 1 2 1. This is actually a genotypic ratio of dihybrid cross. Normally, phenotypic ratio are 9 3 3 1. 9 3 3 1 is a phenotypic ratio of F2 generation of dihybrid cross. Here genotypic ratio means genotypic and phenotypic is nothing. Phenotype means external character. So, normally the plant shows produce violet flower and the flower is axial in position, but here also the plant is producing violet colored flower and the flower position is axial, but the genetically is different. Here recessive gene also present, here only dominant genes, but phenotype means both are violet and axial, but genotype means this is homozygous, this is heterozygous. Hetero means different or different gametes are produced. So, the phenotypic ratio is 9 3 3 1 and the genotypic ratio is 1 is to 2 is to 2 is to 4 and 1 is to 2 is to 1 is to 2 is to 1. This is actually a dihybrid cross. In your board examination, work out a cross between violet flowered axial position plant, cotton pea plant, which crossed with white flowered and terminal position plant. Then show the work out the cross and show the phenotypic and the genotypic ratio of F2 generation. So, you put all the things and you write the law of independent assortment also. The next class I explain a law of independent assortment. So, this is actually a dihybrid cross. So, copy this one, that the genotypic . So, what is meant by dihybrid cross? Dihybrid cross is nothing but inheritance of two genes. Inheritance of two genes is nothing but that is dihybrid cross. Inheritance of two genes means simply in simple logic, inheritance of two genes means two genes which controls the character. Normally in monohybrid class, one gene only controlling the character. For example, we take one character, tall pea plant, one character, dwarf pea plant, one character. Actually, plant height in one version tall, in another version dwarf. Seed shape, in one version is tall, another version is dwarf. In dihybrid class, we take two characters. One character is here, one character is flower color, violet and white. Another one character is flower position, axial and terminal. So, we take two characters With the use of two characters, we put the cross and we show the phenotypic and the genotypic ratio of F2 generation. Okay. Yes. In monohybrid class, the Mendel formulated two laws, that is law of dominance and law of segregations. Already I have learned. And due to dihybrid class, after performing dihybrid classes in garden tree plan, after with the mathematical knowledge, he formulated the ratio of monohybrid like phenotypic and genotypic ratio of dihybrid cross in F2 generation. After the completion of dihybrid class, he formulated one theory, one law due to dihybrid class, that is inheritance of two genes. The law is nothing but law of independent assortment. So law of dominance and law of segregation is under the inheritance of one gene, and the next incomplete dominance and the codominance is not the Mendel's law, it is actually a deviation from the Mendel's law. Then Mendel's formulated another law due to dihybrid cross. The law is independent assortment. So Mendel totally formulated three laws. The three laws are collectively known as principles of inheritance. Principles of inheritance, it is actually laws of inheritance. Laws of inheritance. In laws of inheritance, totally three laws: laws of dominance, laws of segregation, and law of independent assortment. The first two laws, that is laws of dominance and laws of segregation, is related to monohybrid class, that is inheritance of one gene, and the law of independent assortment is actually related to dihybrid class, that is inheritance of two genes. Okay, then when two pairs of the last phase, when two pairs of traits are combined in a hybrid, the two pairs of traits is combined in a hybrid. Listen, so actually in F1 generation, what characters are expressed? Capital R, small r. This is actually heterozygous round. In parents category, normally in dihybrid class, what we take? Tall pea plant with the round seeds, crossed with the dwarf pea plant with the regular seeds. In F1 generation, what characters are produced? Tall pea plant with the round seeds. It's actually F1 characters. F1 plants. This is actually F1 plants. Tall pea plant with the round seeds. Here this is homozygous. Here heterozygous. It's actually only hybrid. Listen again. When two pairs of traits are combined in a hybrid, two pairs of characters or two pairs of traits is combined, because tall and the round, the two characters are combined in a hybrid. Segregation of one pair of characters independent of the other pair. In F2 generation, normally in the pair of the F1 is mixed, but in F2 generation, capital T, capital R is actually 1 and 2, 2, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. The last one are actually small t, small r, small r. As they are done the dihybrid class, is actually a simple idea of dihybrid class. With the use of dihybrid class of research, I explained the law of independent assortment. So in parents, tall pea plant with round seeds combined with the dwarf pea plant with regular seed, means in F1 generation is a hybrid. Tall pea plant with round seeds are produced. But in F2 generation, now listen, when the two pairs of traits are combined in a hybrid, the first one, when the two pairs of characters is combined in a hybrid, segregation of one pair of character is independent of the other pair of character. Segregation means what? Separation. homozygous round is independently segregated and the homozygous dwarf and the ringle is independently segregated. This law is only laws of independent assortment. So actually the law is formulated by the Mendel with the use of dihybrid class, inheritance of two genes. So the law states that two pairs of traits are combined in the hybrid and segregation of one pair of character is independent to the other pair of character. So one pair of character is independently segregated and another pair of character is one recessive character is independently segregating. Remaining characters are present. Okay, this is known as law of independent assortment. Normally, already I have learned laws of dominance and laws of segregations related to monohybrid class, and the law of dominance and the codominance and incomplete dominance actually is not the Mendel's law, this is a deviation with the Mendel's law. The next one is law of independent assortment is actually Mendel's law. So with the use of dihybrid class, with the use of inheritance of two genes concept, Mendel formulated law of independent assortment. So in board examination, maybe 5 mark questions may ask. Work out the cross between tall pea plant with the round seeds and dwarf pea plant with the ring seeds, and show the phenotypic and the genotypic ratio of F2 and F1 generation, and law, state the law and explain the law, begin the unit. So explain the law means nothing but law of independent assortment. Okay, put all the graphs from parents to F1 and F2 with the phenotypic and genotypic, and afterwards you mention the particular